Hey guys, what's up? JBillusion here. I am testing out a new mic, so please, I don't know, I guess I'm still working on it, so if it sounds like crap, I apologize. I might have to wind up recording this multiple times. In that case, you will probably never hear me start talking about this. Anyhow, I found a really interesting game on Steam while I was searching for, well, you know, bargain games. Well, hey, I spent the money on the mic. That was my baller budget for the past 3 months. Yeah, that was my baller budget. But anyhow, King of Dragon Pass, I picked it up on Steam for, I believe, 11 bucks, and I really love it. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like playing a book, like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Like the old school, I know Gary Gygax did write some choose-your-own-adventure books. It's just a lot of fun for me. It mixes the choose-your-own-adventure book with city management of basically a Viking clan, a Viking town. There's a lot of heavily inspired Norse mythology and some other stuff that I think is really, really cool. But it is highly fun and imaginative. So let's get this going. I hope the music isn't too much. As you can see, we have a woman riding a horse with antlers, going to battle against a very, very Viking looking man whose sword is glowing with blue flame. Anyhow, yeah, pretty basic, right? It doesn't have a ton of things. This is Clan Illusion. I was on here earlier. I had Shu, Noob Master, and a couple other people came by, gave me some advice, Johnny too. And here's the whole managing aspect. You have farmers, you have children, weapon thanes, nobles, crafters, hunters, thralls if you choose to accept it. There's a very, very interesting beginning that I didn't really want to play again, because that would mean that I destroyed all the work that those guys helped me build. So maybe I'll throw that in somewhere if I can find it. Anyhow, you have the people who lead your clan. Your ring. These are the people who essentially have the skills that you need, that you require, to basically run everything. There are certain people who are very, very good at specific things. Like if I go to trade, we'll open the trade up. The trading is actually very, very interesting. These are our trading partners. They're the people who we can, you know, trade with. They're not exactly jerks. They're friendly to us. That can change very, very quick. Our treasures, just the stuff that is really good for us. Through game, we were able to acquire these and move around them. Now we can start a caravan up. Let's do it. We have enough trade goods to sell some. That's what our leader, our clan leader, says. But among these people, she's in charge of the farm. Can't sell the cows. We have enough trade goods. He's essentially very, very big on magic. He's kind of like our magician. Now, lo and behold, this man, King Harl, is very, very, very good with trade. He knows everything and he follows the trading god. You see, the white horses have the most cows, the oak trees have the most horses. The slapfoot ducks, yes, there's actually a tribe of ducks that if anyone actually watches my stream, I decided to attack. They viciously beat us. Donald Duck basically came out of the bushes with a Rambo knife. Well, to be more accurate, like 144 Donald Ducks came out with Rambo knives and stabbed all of my Norse warriors. It was not a fun day. And the oak trees have the most goods. So, reason goes that, hey, we might need more cattle. So we'll go find the white horses. Now, where are they? White horses. So we can send a caravan to them, and let's see, what are they looking for? Yes, cows. I'm sorry, sometimes I get just a little distracted. So we send a contingency of men. I would recommend sending a decent amount because you do not want anything bad to happen. Get some cattle? Wunderbar. Maybe we can find a treasure too. Who knows? I'm just sending them out. You can pick the caravan size. 1 donkey is kind of like, eh. 2 donkeys is alright. 3 is crazy. So we'll send those guys out. See how they do. Now here's the fun part. This is what drives the game for me. It's these little random missions that pop up for you. Now let's check this out. The noted poet Estavos of Clan Eagle is your honored guest at a great feast. His collection of poems is sure to provide an evening of entertainment, but he can also create new verses, although he will expect gifts in return. Let's see. Our boy said, no, we do not care. He serves the trickster god. What's the clan leader say? Well, we are currently feuding with the Hillhavens. He wants Estavos, a great poet, to make a poem satirizing the Hillhavens. On stream, we attacked them and stole their land. It was a glorious battle. Our very, very sensible healer says, nah, him visiting, it's cool. Now, our very, very awesome woman who takes care of all the farming and everything like that is saying we should sacrifice to Orlanth. I can understand that. The old wizard said we're already feeding the dude. Just, you know what, we don't care. Alright. Ask for nothing, his visit was enough. You know what, we already stole the Hillhavens. Oh! Oh, Lord, this is going to be interesting. So the last time that I tried this... Whoa! What is this? This is new. Your trader Fistivos arrives in the white horse Tula. Their clan rank consults and agrees that they will be willing to sell the hate torch if the price is right. Ooh. They summarize its abilities: an ever-burning magic torch that grants certain clan members cunning and strength. That sounds pretty dope. But the only question is how much is it? Can our boy haggle them down is my question. Let's look at it. Okay. This is also another thing. Basically the goods are goods, you would assume silver, gold, other precious gems, and cattle. Because, you know, sheep, pigs, cows, pretty much the backbone of, well, I guess you could say life. Well, or at least farming. So here's what we're going to do. We got 79 goods. I'm going to drop 10 G's. And we'll drop 10 cattle. You know what? No. Let's go to 15 G's. That's what's up. Some of them liked the offer, but others didn't. Alright, you know what? It's all good. At least our boy's coming back. He's gonna have a nice time. But that's the fun thing about what we do. We're also going to explore, show clans, and we could show tribes. So we'll explore, we'll send one of our dudes with 10 people. Take some time. Oh, look at that. We thought we'd found most of the secrets of our land, but this last expedition led us up a hill we hadn't climbed yet. There we found large lumps of iron, which we all know everyone wants. Perfect, we got weapons. Magic also plays a very, very big role in this game. Barntar. Always sacrifice and make him happy, because he ensures that everyone is fed. Each one of the gods has a different follower. Like this dude, I do believe, serves... I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Ari. And that's why he's a very, very big person on healing and health. While she serves Arnaldo. She is the goddess of the earth, essentially. So all of these blessings that they give you, building shrines to them, and getting sacrifices from them, basically gives you magic to improve a bunch of stuff, and I really love that about this game. There's a bunch of micromanaging on top of a lot of other things. I just at sometimes wish that was a bit more fleshed out. But then again, I really do like this game, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it. You know, I'm happy about it. Now it's fire season. Let's see what everyone says about war, because we could attack the Hill Havens again. I kind of want to. He's talking about our protection. I agree, but that's also a lot of money. We did. Sacred time is when you allocate spells for, I guess you could say, the rest of your year. Which also is a very, very big part of this game. You sacrifice a little bit of magic at the beginning to already have spells moving. Like for agriculture, for trading, good trading. If I actually sacrificed more magic to trading, we probably would have walked out with that torch. More horses. Is it fire season? Yes, it is. So, let's check our magic, our fighting magic. I'm forgetting the god right now. I think he's a little bit higher. Here we are. God of War and Death. Well, those two things pretty much go together. So morale improves the ability of our warriors in battle. Our weapon thanes, think of them as our lieutenants. Possibly generals. Weapon thanes fight with the strength of 2. I think having our warriors happy, fighting a little bit better, will just improve everything for everyone else. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to conduct a raid on the treacherous Hill Havens. That is what we're going to do. All the weapon thanes. You know what? 182 dudes. I'm gonna throw out 30 auxiliaries. Weapon thanes. Awesome fighters. That's what they do. Footmen. Basic dudes. Auxiliaries basically keep people alive. They're the medics. So we can also call upon alliances. We can also call upon favors. We are heavily allied with the White Horse clan. So we're going to say, hey, give us a hand. What do you guys say? Okay. You guys really didn't have to say much, but let's do it. Okay. To reach the Hill Havens, our raiding party must cross. Okay, those guys. Rostelos, their chief, is unwilling to let us cross his lands. If we let you cross, we will have let the Hill Havens cross, and soon... Okay, I understand that. They're caught in between. We can return home. Well, your favor, you know what? Let's give them 15 cows. There we go! So what do we do, people? The White Horses sent us 22 men. That's not too bad. We were spotted by the Hill Haven Patrol, and our 25 weapon thanes and 182 footmen are facing 13 weapon thanes and 133 swordsmen. So we do have the advantage. I will say that right now. We're going to dump... Oh, I want to do all of it. And we're also... Oh, I want to take land. But we can't. We could kill as many as possible. We're going to plunder. And we're going to charge like the great Norse men and women we are. Go! Alright. At that point in time, I would have loved it if there was like a big, like, tactical fight mechanic. But the scariest thing about this game, and I would agree some of the fun, is just going in and not knowing what's going to happen. Even though that we did have the numbers advantage, they could have basically came at us with a lot more war magic than we were willing to put out. You know, I threw out 2, which I think was pretty good, but they could have thrown out a lot more, and that would have been very scary, especially for me. No, we rushed the Hill Haven formation while they were still sacrificing to their gods. They could have sacrificed to their gods and hit us with a ton of damage. That's why I charged. Fierce fighting ensued. Our magic threw them into confusion. We drove the Hill Havens from the battlefield. and were able to plunder their Tula. Our share of plunder was 40 cows and 12 horses. We took 14 cows worth of loot. With their careful attention, our auxiliaries kept 4 warriors from dying and patched up 7. So, the Hillhavens are out, 6 weapon thanes, 7 are wounded, 39 dudes are dead, and we wounded the other 87, and none of our men died at all. That is incredible. Our herders report that during our recent raid against the Hillhavens, the mule deer. Wow, you guys have a great name. Install 18 cows. You know what? I don't know if we can ill afford the loss. I think we're pretty good. We got like a couple cows out of that, but that's something I really should know about. Should have left enough guys to defend the homestead. So I'm going to end this turn, and we'll see what's going to happen. Nothing. We'll go for one more. Oh, a big bristly boar is wreaking havoc among your pigs, chasing the sows. If it mates with them, complain the carls, the offspring are wild, and the sows become skittish. The pig tenders want you to do something about it. We ignore it. The carls have been complaining too much lately. They can live with a few. They could. What's he say? That's a little story about their god. I don't really understand how that pertains to this situation. I'm just going to call you Randy. Liz Melder. If we didn't let our pigs forage in the forest, they would never fatten. Point. We cannot afford to compensate every carl who suffers a minor loss without a strong central treasury. And what about this? If we send our warriors to guard a herd of stinking pigs, they'll mutiny. And I can't say I blame them. I agree with that. So, what does the leader say? He says ignore. I say no. You know what? Let's go boar hunting. Because he's talking about how Orlanth, their god, when he was a young child, much like Hercules, he apparently wrestled 2 boars. That's pretty impressive. Let's hunt it down. A great hunt for the boar was declared. A worthy opponent. It gored 2 of our men. Well, that sucks. A large group of weapon thanes are here from the Oak Tree clan with their best trader. They heard about our find of the iron lumps. We know you found a supply of iron. We are here to find a way to trade with you for this metal. $20 goods. 20 goods is good. I will say that much. But you know what? I really think just bargain with us. They went home empty-handed and our people felt better. And this year's harvest was fantastic. That works great. Anyhow, I'm JBillusion. I super love this game. I hope you guys might have been slightly captivated to check this game out. I think it's really cool and incredibly unique. Now, for how I kinda want it to be improved, I realized that the developers, I don't think they're a very large company, and what they did I think is truly amazing. I love the artwork, I love everything about it. And in the future, I would love to see an idea like this continued. I would like to actually have the leader of a tribe, the leader of a town, walk through the streets and see the happiness or see the sadness of their people. I would like to see the ring of people actually in the town in specific spots when they get injured, because you can get injured in this game. I would like to see them like actually injured. The ringleaders may be in bed, they're not able to get up and assist you with what needs to be done. you need to reorganize, maybe find different people within your town for that stuff. I kind of wish that some like major game developers took this idea and like just expanded wildly into like all corners, because we've got the battles. We have those in a lot of games. We have all the RPG cool elements, Dragon Age, Mass Effect. And we've got a bunch of sims for building, and they show it. They show farm tending, they show all that. I just want to see something on a larger scale, I guess. Because there are a lot of games that could do it. I mean, think about it like this. Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, you're in charge of a town like Luskin or something, and you need political intrigue along with quite a few other things to get the job done. What people do you allow in your town? Do you outlaw certain types of magic? Do you go, I do believe it's from Baldur's Gate, where you just outlaw magic by unlicensed practitioners? That would be really interesting. Do you allow orcs there? Do you allow gnolls? I do believe that's how you pronounce that. It would be really interesting to see how all of that would play out. Playing as different races, playing with multiple races in a town. I think that'd be pretty cool to balance out with all these like little things that could happen, and random missions that could lead to other random missions that might lead into great people being born into your village, or terrible, terrible consequences. Also, Warhammer 40k, rogue trader, or maybe just an agent of the Empire who said, you know what, I'm not listening to you anymore, Emperor, I have my own city, or maybe, or well, really my own world, my own system. Maybe an Inquisitor who's come by, taking some stuff over, or maybe a rogue trader. That'd be a lot of fun, cool space battles, along with keeping your people alive, well-fed, trading, talks with other races, Eldar. I don't know how the orcs would go. They'd probably be very violent. And, you know, also, I think Warhammer Fantasy, just being an elector count. That's it. You're an elector count. Deal with it. Deal with everything. That'd be pretty dope too. Well, anyhow, I'm JBillusion. I hope you guys like this video. It's a lot longer than usual, so please don't be angry. Thank you guys for checking this out. Like it if you liked it. In the comments below, please tell me what you think of my idea, whether you would like to see just an entire game fleshed out from this, and what types of games would you like to see that I kind of described, or at least based off of whatever intellectual properties or whatever else you could think of. Anyhow, I'm JBillusion. My hair is in the way. Dreads don't move when you blow them. Anyhow, peace out. I'll see you guys next time when we try to check out something.